Coach John Svirbly, Cochranton football.
So the Cardinals suffered some tough losses last year. What can this team learn from last fall to get better for the season?
Well, we started out, we brought in Tom Haynes and his son Ian offensively. He brought to our table something that built very well on the offense we were trying to get built last year, and it's already been solidified from his coaching time in the past. So, just making sure that we don't give up on ourselves is huge. We got a battle in every game. I think we're going to have a lot more productivity. The boys have already shown that they can, step up and have success even in small things like 7-on-7. So we're hoping that we can continue to just stay positive, focus on success, and not worry about anything that's ever happened in the past.
What will be the team's identity this year?
Our base formation is going to be more of a 2-by-2 set, so we're going to focus on a short, quick passing game to open up our run game. So I think other than it's almost like the complete opposite of what we did last year. So we're going to try to let that open up our full offense from there. So making sure that the teams, when they start adjusting to our identity, then we can start opening up a little bit.
Will you guys pound the run game or lean on Walker's talent and throw the ball?
Well, Walker's actually moved to split end, so where his younger brother Noah and Quinn McCartney are fighting for a quarterback position here, and they're both young, but we're going to try to get Walker in open space, so we're going to try to lean on the passing game again to set up our run game. And it's just going to be a matter of reading the defense that's up against us and adjusting where we're at offensively in terms of where we can go from our quick passing game.
Who are some guys you expect to lean on offensively this year?
We have almost basically the same line we had back from last year, with the exception of Evan Walton moving in at center. But he's worked very hard this offseason lifting, and he's only a sophomore, but he's probably 6'1", 215 pounds. He's a big boy, and we're trying to get him to step up and be a leader, and he's already showed that he can do that. He's been coming to all the 7-on-7 and just snapping, and that whole line coming back is something we have to make sure that we improve on last year, and they're all back but our center. And we think we have a good replacement for the great center we had from last year, Aiden Gouge. So we think right there we can lean on those guys and hope that they've taken strides in the right direction. And then offensively, as far as weapons go, we've got tons of weapons. Walker at split end, and then we have young guys like J.J. Walker, Quinn McCartney, C.J. Shorts, all those young guys from last year that have been successful for us are going to be hopefully guys that step up. Garrett Irwin, and then Noah Carroll coming in, Walker's brother. We're hoping that he ends up stepping up too as a freshman and just playing like a leader. So that's where we're going to be, and we've got lots of rotations that we can use, and we're hoping that helps us become deadly when it comes to our passing game.
Nice. What about defensively?
Defensively, we're still bringing back a lot of the same defense we had last year. Inside linebacker, Adrian Moore. He's also one of our linemen that brought back last year that I mentioned. He's going to be a solid point for us to focus on defensively. Walker and our young corners, CJ and JJ and Carson, and all those young guys. And then with safeties, Garrett, all the guys offensively are going to pretty much be hanging out with us on defense too, but we're going to have a lot of rotations and a lot of guys stepping in. So, we want those upperclassmen, those linemen. Our defensive line, again, is going to be very similar than it was last year. So all those guys are coming back with Adrian Moore at linebacker, and then you've got Brad Councilman and Timmy Dieter and those guys that were playing offensive line rotating in defensively. So we're hoping that those guys, continue where we were at last year and, just keep getting better every day.
And lastly, what are your goals and expectations for the season?
I just want to compete. I want these kids to win. I want these kids to compete. I want them to, want to be successful. So, wins and losses will come as long as you focus on doing the little things right. And I think if we can get these guys to stay together, they've had a great week of practice, they've had fun, they're energetic, and if they can stay focused on, making sure that they do the little things right, the wins are going to come. So I don't have any expectations of the win column or loss column. I just want these guys to keep getting better every day and then make sure that we build on what we do week to week and never go backwards.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.